Information presented in this virtual exercise program is current as of June 2022. This programming may involve diverse exercise activities encompassing a range of physical demands. Although the programming is being led by certified practitioners in the respective disciplines, you agree that you are voluntarily accepting the risks of physical activity that may be particular to your individual health and fitness circumstances, and you agree that we will not be held liable for these risks or any injuries or damages arising therefrom. Further, we are unable to monitor your health status during the programming or call for medical attention on your behalf. By participating, you warrant that you are physically capable of performing the activities of the particular program and that you will cease the activities should you begin to feel unwell at any time. The information provided by the exercise program leaders is not intended to be medical advice or personal training. We recommend that each participant discuss their medical circumstances and the programming with their physician.
Welcome to the Kidney Wellness Hub. I am so glad you could join us today. My name is Danielle McCullough, and today's class is a whole body mat class where we will move in all planes. This intermediate class is great for those wanting a more complex movement challenge without being too intense. We will work through most of the basic spinal patterns as we make our way from horizontal to standing. Remember to always consult your health care provider before beginning any exercise program. If you experience faintness, dizziness, pain, or shortness of breath at any time while exercising, you should stop immediately. If you get tired and need to take a break, hit pause and join us when you can. Okay, let's get started. So you're going to start by tapping your body anywhere that you're drawn to, but eventually getting to as much as body that you can. Just waking up your tissues, waking up your sense of proprioception of where your body is in space. It starts getting you to bend through your joints, moving through your spine. And then you're going to bring your shoulders up in behind your ears, lower them slowly down to open up the neck. And inhale, bring the shoulders up again. Exhale. Left shoulder blade up. Exhale as your head goes sideways. Inhale, bring the head back up, lift the shoulder blade up. Exhale as your head goes sideways. Stay there, take a couple more breaths. Letting your rib cage move in front of that shoulder blade. Bringing the head back up, lift the shoulder blade up. Exhale. Inhale, shoulder blade up, head up. Exhale, shoulder blade slowly down, head slowly down. Stay there, take a couple breaths. Let the rib cage move. And bringing the head back on top. Okay, we're going to come down onto the mat. You're going to be on your back. Grab a pillow if you need one for your head. We're going to start with some abdominal prep. So your hands are going to go behind your head and you're going to bring the elbows up just a tiny bit. Let your shoulder blades float off the mat just a tiny bit towards the elbows. And then as you exhale, you're going to glide your sternum towards your pubic bone. Now ask yourself, did my sternum, try it again, glide towards my pubic bone, or did your neck do it? Did your neck pick up? You're going to hold your head back against your hands to try to get your thoracic spine, your rib cage spine, moving each time you exhale to curl up. If it's very tight in the back, the neck tends to want to do everything. So take a couple more times to loosen up the upper back, keeping the head back, exhaling, sternum gliding towards pubic bone. And the next time you're up, you're going to stay up, exhale, inhale, slide your right heel out. Exhale, bring the heel back, pull the pubic bone up towards your sternum. Lower yourself down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, slide your left leg down. Exhale, pull your pubic bone up towards your sternum as you slide your heel back into your sit bone. Lower down, inhale. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, slide your right foot down. Exhale, pubic bone towards your sternum, slide the heel back towards your sit bone. Lower down. One more time. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, slide the heel away from your sit bone. Exhale, pubic bone towards sternum, slide the heel back to sit bone, and then roll yourself back down. Great. So now you're going to bring your shoulders down. You're going to bring your heels onto the mat so your legs are straight-ish. Give a little bit of a bend to your knees so that they're not hyperextended. And then you're going to rock your heels. You're push-pulling your heels on the mat to rock your body. Just shaking out any tension you might have. And a little work for your ankles at the same time. And then bring your feet back up. And we're going to go into a bridge, a low bridge with arm arc. So you're going to press into your feet and pull the pelvis forward and up. Leave your low ribs hanging. Arms are going to lift up and over the head. They may or may not come down to the floor. They go as far as they go. Reach your shoulder blades to your fingertips rather than overreaching the arms. Then exhale and roll through each vertebra one by one. Bring the arms back down by your side. Inhale, exhale, rolling up, shoulders are down. Pull the pelvis forward, hang the low ribs. Bring the arms up and over. Reach shoulder blades to fingertips and roll on the exhale, one vertebra at a time, all the way down. Bring your arms back to center. Inhale. One more time. Exhale, rolling up, pressing through the feet, pulling forward from the underside of the pelvis. Hang the ribs. Inhale up and over. Exhale, rolling down through the spine. Bringing the arms back down by your side. Great. So next we're going to do a knee sway. So this is a body half movement. You're going to use your arm and your leg. So if you take your right arm up, your shoulder blade up, and your knee and arm are going to move simultaneously. You're going to be counter-rotating your trunk. So inhale first. Inhale, widening the right back, left front as your arm and leg sway out to the right. Exhale, narrow, right front, left back as you bring the arm and leg back in, and continue like that. Inhaling, exhaling, using that breath pattern to help you counter-rotate the trunk for support of the arm and the leg. So it feels more like trunk work rather than a big arm and leg work. Couple more. Keeping the hip on the stable side relaxed, and the shoulder and the neck. Bringing the arm down, left arm comes up, shoulder blade comes up. Inhale wide first into the left back, right front. The breath precedes the movement to give your stability first. Exhale, narrowing left front, right back. Inhale, widening left back, right front. Exhale, narrowing left front, right back. A few more times. Limbs like trees swaying in the wind. One more time. Relaxing, stable hip and stable shoulder. And then lowering the arm down. So now we're going to go into a diagonal movement. You're going to open the arms out a little bit, and you're going to bring your knees. Let's start with the knees going to the left. Your eyes will look towards your right hand, and you're going to circle your arm above your head. It does not have to stay on the floor. You work with your shoulder range. Once your hand gets by your head, you're going to roll your rib cage. So your right rib cage is going to come over so you're on your side, And then you're going to take the arm and complete the circle back to where you started and bring the knees back up to center, feet flat. Knees coming over to the right. You're spiraling the legs to the right. Look to your left hand. Circle your arm up over your head. Roll onto your right rib cage. Keep circling the arm towards your pelvis, opening up. Bring your pelvis back, knees back up, feet flat. Back to the left, spiraling the legs left. Look to the right hand. Arms glides up towards your head. Keep circling your ribs. Move with the arm so you're on your side. Keep circling the arm, complete the circle. Back to where you started and bring the pelvis back up. One more time, knees to the right. Look to the left. Circle the left arm over the head. Let the rib cage rotate so you come onto your side and then rotate back. So we're just opening and closing the diagonals. There you go. Next, we're going to do crisscross. So the hands are going to come behind your head. You may leave your feet on the floor. If you have trouble with your back, I suggest you leave your feet on the floor. If you need a little bit of help, you can put a block or a pillow underneath your pelvis. Otherwise, your legs are going to come up. Your legs would be up like this and the block would be under your pelvis if you need that support. If you don't need it, you should be able to draw your waist back into the mat. So as you exhale, you should be able to draw both sides of the waist back into the mat. You're going to rotate to the right and you're going to elongate your left leg away from you. And then exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, rotate to the left, elongate the right leg. Bring it back up, exhale, back into you. As you rotate, notice I'm not pulling my knees and elbows together. I'm pulling my pelvis and rib cage together. So as I rotate left, my left pelvis and right rib cage are gathering together at the front and opening at the back. Exhale. As I rotate to the right, my right pelvis and left rib cage are gathering together at the front as it opens at the back. Just do one more time each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then roll the upper body down and then bring one foot down at a time. That was crisscross. So now you're going to come to your side. The hand is going to be underneath you. If your wrist or your neck doesn't like it, you can put a pillow underneath your head. You're going to have your feet slightly in front of you, so to the front of your mats, you're on an angle, and then you're going to reach your heels together. Unless you have a known leg difference, your heels will be together. Rotate the top one in so it's parallel, and then plant your hand in front of you on the floor for a bit of stability. Shoulder on the back. We're going to do leg kick. It's a double breath as you kick forward. Inhale, inhale, and then exhale, take the leg back behind you. Inhale, inhale, exhale, take the leg back behind you. Last one. And then relax. You're going to turn your leg out, bring your foot along your leg so it's kind of like a clam, and then slide it back down. And then try that again. You're trying to keep your hip forward so that you don't roll back with the movement. Usually people are trying to take their leg too far back and then you lose your stability. So the most important thing is the stability of the hip as you do this. One more time and exhale down. So then you're going to use your hands to push yourself up, swing your legs around to come to the other side. Bring your pillow with you if you had your head on a pillow. Heels come together. On one side, sometimes it's harder to bring the heels together than the other. And then rotate the top leg in so it's parallel. Plant your hand for stability. You're going to kick forward. Inhale, inhale, exhale back. Inhale, inhale, exhale back. couple more. You'll notice the balance challenge here for your trunk. Last one. Great. You're going to turn your leg out, bring your foot along your leg so it's kind of like a clam, and then slide it back down. And then try that again. You're trying to keep your hip forward so that you don't roll back with the movement. Usually people are trying to take their leg too far back, and then you lose your stability. So the most important thing is the stability of the hip as you do this. One more time, and exhale down. So from here, we're going to turn onto our bellies and do the knee kick. So traditionally, this is up onto your forearms. If this hurts your back, get your chest lower. So you can always be right down on your chest or the elbows a little bit more forward. There should not be any pain in your back to do this. It's just, if there is, it's probably your hip flexors are tight. So whatever position you're in is a good position that doesn't hurt your back. And then you're going to do the same double inhale breath. Keep your ankle really relaxed, kick, kick, and then lower down. And then the other side, kick, kick, inhale, inhale, exhale, lower. Pressing through the whole forearms as you do this. Staying open through the chest, lifting through your waist, light through the knee, so you're supporting through the whole back of the leg, bum, waist, upper back. One more. And relax. Come on down onto your belly, and we're going to do swan next. Arms are by your side, the elbows are down. The legs are a little bit wider, like hip width apart. Draw your shoulders up onto your back, and you're going to press through your whole forearm. Lift the neck away from the sternum before you lift your sternum. So you get the neck support first, and you get your upper back engaged. Then if you can go further, you don't have to. You're going to continue to press into the whole forearm to come up. And maybe even you're going to go further where your elbow lifts right up, your pubic bone's pressing into the mat, and your glutes are strong, your waist is lifting you up, and you're seeing something in front of you. Exhale, come all the way down. It's not important to go all the way up. It's really great work to just stay low and get the strength through your upper back and neck. Exhale. And notice my hands are not going straight here. I don't have the flexibility to go that straight, so I'm not going to do it. Always do no harm. Inhale and exhale. Last one, whichever range you're doing. And then all the way back down. Okay, there was swan. So now you're going to come up to all fours. And you're either going to be on your forearms, or you could be on your fists, or you could be on your hands. Sometimes hands is not a great place for people for various reasons, wrists being most common. So from here, I want you to work on the diagonals again. So pulling your right hand and your left knee towards one another. And from there, feeling your left hip and your right rib cage coming towards one another. And then maybe floating up the left wrist, so you're just to your fingertips. If you feel you can keep the pull of that diagonal and keep your spine long, your neck free, then maybe take the hand up. And then breathe. You don't have to take the hand up. You could keep it down. You could be just on your fingertips. And then bring that hand down. Try the other diagonal. Left hand, right knee coming together, left rib cage, right pelvis coming together, staying together as you reach your spine forward, coming up to those fingertips, and then maybe if you can keep the flow, hand coming up, keeping the diagonal from left to right connected, and your spine swimming forward, connected. One more breath, and down. And now we're going to move into a lunge, so we're going to keep moving towards an upright position. So you're going to be like so, maybe your toe tucked underneath. If it bothers your knee, put a pillow or a block underneath. And from here, you're going to lean forward a little bit so you can feel weight come onto your foot. And notice when you lean forward if you dipped from your rib cage. See if you can bring your pelvis forward so you pull forward from underneath, from pelvic floor sit bone, keeping yourself nice and long up top. And then push back a little bit and then forward. So as you come forward, you'd feel your belly and your glute a little bit more. So pushing back and forth a few more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. And then changing sides. So the hands can come down. Bring that foot back. I'm gonna go the other way. Take the other foot forward. Lower your hip. I'm actually going to face you so you can see another thing. Okay, so you're on the next foot, and I'm now showing you the angle of the pelvis, the side angle of the pelvis. Where I was on the side, you could see the front back. So on the side, sometimes this wants to happen. Your pelvis wants to really lift up. So you try to drop it down and imagine swimming fish going up the back leg, up your spine to find the length through the opposite side. So you start to lunge forward where you feel your weight come into your foot, into the pelvis. Pelvis is scooping underneath without tucking your tail. Release your tail. Engage your waist. Engage your bum. Upper back. Float your spine up towards the ceiling. And just a few more. Breathe as you do this. Inhaling and exhaling. And then you're going to come forward, place your fingertips, bring your feet underneath you, bend your knees a little bit, and start to look around the floor and broaden your gaze along the floor, along the walls, looking further and further up the walls to the ceiling, and notice you are upright. And then you're going to take your arms above your head. We're going to go into a little side stretch. So you're going to shift your hip to the right and lift your shoulder blade up. You're going to broaden. So if you're going to the right, you're going to broaden your, I'm going to the left, I'm broadening my left. You're broadening your right pelvic floor and your right diaphragm. Breathe into it. Gathering a bit on the opening side for support. And then come on up. Let the arms release a second, bring them back up, grab the other wrist, over to the other side. If you're going to the left, you're gonna broaden your left diaphragm, left pelvic floor as you gather through the right side, the side that's opening, just a little bit of support so you're not hanging into your hip. Long neck. Coming out. Separate the feet, and then a little balance to finish. So you're going to raise your heels a little bit. See if you can stay on the big toe ball of the foot. Lower one heel down, rise up, the other heel down, rise up. Try to stay in the middle so your spine keeps going up the middle as your legs are doing this little choreography of bending and straightening. It's challenging, and you might be wobbly, that's okay. It's just important to try. Okay, and then let that go and just shake it out. Let your fingers flick out in front of you and let your shoulders shake. After all that controlled work, doing something a little bit different. Another big breath. I hope you enjoyed the whole body mat class. Thanks again for joining us today. I look forward to seeing you back here at the Kidney Wellness Hub soon. Don't forget to take the short wellness survey to help us continue to bring you value-added content. Thanks so much, and see you next time.
This video is brought to you by the Kidney Foundation of Canada, BC and Yukon branch. Please remember to like and subscribe. You can continue to watch another video or return to the Kidney Foundation Wellness Hub by clicking on the direct link in the description box below. If you would take a moment to fill out our short survey found below as well, we would greatly appreciate your input. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.